Now, let's move, obviously, to the bowl game, Alex. We're talking Mike Bobo. He is the one that will be coaching the bowl game this Saturday. Gamecocks taking on the UAB Blazers in the Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, Florida. Noon kick on Saturday on ABC. First things first, I just want to ask you this. There have been mixed reactions to South Carolina accepting the bowl invite. Listen, 2020, we all know, has been a crazy year. Thank God it's almost over. It has been a wild year, though. And my biggest thing is this, because I genuinely just don't, and I talked about this on the Monday show yesterday, I genuinely just don't understand the fans that see us accept an invite to a bowl game and are upset about it. They're calling it a participation trophy. They're saying we should have declined the invite. We shouldn't go play. A 2-8 team shouldn't be there. It's 2020, guys. It is what it is. Nothing makes sense this year. I see this as nothing but a positive. Hey, first things first, selfishly from the fan perspective, we get to watch the Gamecocks suited up one more time. Really, I should just end it there. That's all the justification that I need. But guys like Luke Doty, even Kevin Harris, the youngsters on defense, your youngsters at wideout. We talked before, Alex, you can't simulate game day reps in practice. They get one more opportunity to go after it and compete. And you'd like to think, again, I know South Carolina right now is about a touchdown underdog, but you'd like to think as an SEC team, there's SEC talent on that roster. Like it or not, there is SEC talent on that roster. You'd like to think we can hold our own against UAB, like you really do, as tough as this season has been. I want to get, though, with that being said, your overall thoughts on South Carolina going to the Gasparilla Bowl. Again, like we joked off air, it's a weird dynamic because you're 2-8. And again, we talked about, the last time South Carolina played UAB, I think, was 2011, and you beat the living hell out of them. And that's one of those games. It's one of those non-conference games that, like, I look at next year's schedule. It's a game I look at like Eastern Illinois. Like, you should just check it off. I mean, it's a win. It's a win. It's a stat builder. You know what I mean? We're gonna get the backups in there and get our walk-ons in. Like, guys are gonna play. We're gonna have some fun. And then you look and you're a touchdown underdog to UAB. So it's a strange dynamic. But your overall thoughts on South Carolina accepting the bowl invite and just kind of going into the bowl game, how you're feeling?
Like I told you before we started, just a PSA to all the fans talking about participation trophies. If you guys would like to up your Gamecock Club donations so we don't need this bowl payout to get rid of Muschamp, you are welcome to do so. But until that happens, we need to play this game to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, it's just reps for the young kids. And it gets them those game reps that you can't get in practice. And that's super important going forward. So it's, 60 reps that Luke Doty may not otherwise have.
Yeah, and I think it's
young receivers.
Yeah, I think it's like 1.2 million that they're getting from the Gasparilla Bowl. And I joked I joked on Twitter. I tagged the Gasparilla Bowl account and just said, when you write the check, can you just forward it to directly to Will Muschamp? Because that's where it's going. Hey, that's where it's going. Right. I mean, every penny.
That's the first quarter of next year, right off the book.
And I had a buddy of mine that works in the building, around the team, that literally told me a few weeks ago. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm just going to tell you, if we get invited to a bowl, we're taking it because we need the money to pay for the buyout." I'm like,
yes,
I respect it. I mean, I genuinely respect it. When we talk about the game on the field, though, again, interesting dynamic. You're 2-8. How many scholarship players will you even have available? Mike Bobo saying Sunday night they had 51 or 52 guys, scholarship guys practicing. And we all know Shi Smith, Ernest Jones, and Cedarius Hutcherson will all be out because they've declared for the draft and they've hired agents, and you're ineligible once you do that. So, again, there's going to be a lot of young guys playing. But win, lose, or draw, whatever it may be, we get to watch the boys one more time. Is there anything specifically that you think you'll be looking for? Because, again, like I said, it's a strange dynamic because you got an entire coaching staff that basically probably is not going to be there. I mean, literally, Travaris Robinson and Kyle Krantz are coming back and coaching the bowl game, and they already know they don't have jobs there anymore. That's interesting. That has to be very interesting for them. And I will say, I give them credit. It speaks to their character, the type of people they are. They care about the kids enough to come back. But is there anything specifically you're looking forward to watching on Saturday, just outside of, hey, the Gamecocks are playing another football game in 2020?
Before that, what happened to our other 33 scholarship players?
That is a fantastic question. I think between COVID, opt-outs, injuries, there's a lot of injuries, especially on the defensive side. So there's still a lot of injuries. And Mike Bobo has said he's not going to reveal depth chart or anything to do with the roster until game time Saturday. So who knows who's even available at this point?
Oh boy.
Who knows? So,
Just
yeah.
really looking for progress.
Mm.
I want to see guys like Luke Doty or some of our younger receivers just step up and make plays to look like, okay, obviously 2020 didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but can we show some flashes? Can we show some progress going into the offseason that we have something to look forward to in 21?
Yeah, and I spoke to this, Alex, a little bit ago as well. I think going back to kind of why I think this is so valuable, I think the invaluable piece that people aren't thinking about in this bowl game is that, Shane Beamer obviously can go back and watch film and watch the 2020 season and evaluate his team. But would you not agree that I think this is an invaluable opportunity for Shane Beamer? He gets to see his team in a game, in person,
Yeah,
live. He gets to evaluate his roster live in a game. Like, I think that's a huge thing for Coach Beamer and being able to see, hey, this is what I got. This is what I like, what I don't. This is what I need to go get. Because again, you can watch them in practice and do all that and watch film, but to get to actually see these guys on the field in a big game, a big game, bowl game, whatever, I think that's something that's invaluable for him to be able to go out there and evaluate and just figure out what he's got.
100%. He gets to see it live and in person on the sidelines with those guys and see their body language, see the reactions, kind of see what that camaraderie looks like. And that just gives you a head start going forward for everybody.
For sure.
And we get money.
Yeah, and we get money and we get paid. Don't forget that. We do get paid.